Welcome to Man Does Tech, where I solve the problems you didn't even know you had.
You start by confirming prerequisites, model, approvals, and containment. Once settled, equip the subject with minimally invasive sensors, attach IMU or optical markers, and test telemetry. Next, calibrate the arena, define a coordinate origin, set scale in centimeters, and mark occlusion zones visually. While calibrating, record a short baseline run to validate sampling rates and alignment. Make sure to log hardware ID and start synchronized clocks. This prevents drift and lets you move directly into in vivo interaction. You now run the mapping pipeline in real time. First, stream pose and sensor data into the game engine at a fixed time step, for example 30 Hz, to ensure stable simulation. Then apply smoothing, use a 0.5-second window or a Kalman filter to reduce noise while preserving responsiveness. Next, translate biological coordinates into game units and bind collision geometry to anatomy. While executing, monitor latency and packet loss. If drift appears, resynchronize clocks and reapply calibration without interrupting the experiment. You complete the setup by running closed-loop trials and collecting behavior metrics. Once done, save synchronized logs that include raw sensor streams, engine frames, and event timestamps to enable post-hoc analysis. Make sure to validate outcomes against expected trajectories and adjust physics parameters if necessary. If something goes wrong, first check latency, then inspect sensor dropout patterns, and finally confirm mapping scale and origin offsets. Addressing those three typically restores correspondence between the live subject and the virtual game space.
Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe.